He once again examined the note. I'm going to be killed. The one who's going to do it is. It was a brief break in the rainy season when Detective Watanuki stood inside a rundown Tokyo apartment. In the center of a six-mat tatami room lay the body of an elderly man who had quietly passed away. The deceased was Kozo Takimoto, a man in his 70s who lived alone. At first glance, it appeared to be a peaceful natural death. But on the desk, one unfinished letter stopped Watanuki in his tracks. I'm going to be killed. The one who's going to do it is. The sentence ended in a smear, the ink faint and incomplete. The writing suggested it had been penned moments before consciousness slipped away. This suggests a possible crime, doesn't it? Watanuki's young partner, Muraise, murmured. But it's strange, Watanuki replied. There are no signs of a struggle. No unusual fingerprints. No history of chronic illness, and nothing stolen. Then something on the wall caught his eye. A calendar, still open to January. On January 25th, a name had been scribbled in frail handwriting, Yuki. Upon further investigation, they learned that Yuki was Takimoto's daughter. Though listed in the family registry, she had cut off all contact more than a decade earlier. Watanuki located her current address and decided to visit. He died? Yuki blinked slowly as she repeated the news. Sitting by the cafe window, her voice held neither emotion nor surprise. I last saw him when I was 18. We haven't spoken since. Honestly, hearing he's gone doesn't make me feel anything. Her tone wasn't cold. It was dry, emptied of all feeling. He blamed me for my mother's suicide. But it wasn't me. It was him. My mother died because of what he did. Do you have any idea why your name would be written on January 25th? She frowned slightly. No. It's not my birthday or anything special. I don't know what that date means. And with that, she left, providing no useful information. A few days later, Watanuki received the forensic report. Cause of death: acute heart failure. No toxins. No drugs. No signs of foul play. In other words, Kozo Takimoto had died a natural death. Still, something didn't sit right with Watanuki. He once again examined the note. I'm going to be killed. The one who's going to do it is. It wasn't a cry for help. It read more like something left behind to be found, as if the man wanted his death to be investigated. Troubled, Watanuki returned to the apartment for a final sweep. In the back of a drawer, he found a small notepad. The cover was stained, and on it, written faintly, Day of Apology. Inside, one page stood out. January 25th, Yuki. I'm sorry. And at last, Watanuki understood. Kozo Takimoto had known. His time was near. There was just one thing he couldn't let go of. He wanted to apologize to his daughter, Yuki. But he had no way of finding her. He didn't know where she was. He had no phone number, no address, no path forward. So he left behind a message. A false claim of being murdered. Why? Because if it looked like a crime, then the police would come. And if the police got involved, maybe they'd find his daughter. Maybe, through them, he could speak to her one last time. The letter. The name on the calendar. It was all a desperate, clumsy confession. His final act of contrition. Later, Watanuki met with Yuki again and gently told her what they had uncovered. She listened silently. At the end, she whispered, That sounds like him. Twisted, awkward, but... She trailed off, leaving the sentence unfinished. As she turned to leave, she stopped for a moment and said softly, I won't forget January 25th.